Okay, you might know that there was this thing called the Second World War, in which Germany invaded France, the Netherlands, where we are now, Belgium, tried to take over all of Europe. Now, Britain stood alone in fighting against the Germans for a long time, and then finally when America joins the war from 1944, things start to change, and they hatch a plan to invade Europe and take it back. Most people know about D-Day, June 1944, when the Allies come back into Europe to head into Germany and win the war. But they had a plan, a different plan. What they thought they would do is they would drop paratroopers into the Netherlands, and they would take over a series of bridges over to the Rhine River, and then they would have this easy route into Germany. And this is memorialized in a famous movie called A Bridge Too Far, because the plan involved a series of bridges, and the final bridge would be at Arnhem Bridge. Now, we're not at Arnhem now, we're at a place called Nijmegen in the Netherlands, and this was a bridge that the British paratroopers, there were 12,000 British paratroopers, they successfully dropped into this location, took control of the bridge, and each of the bridges needed to be controlled before the land soldiers could then move in. This was called Operation Market Garden. Now, when they got to Arnhem, they weren't dropped close enough to the bridge, and in fact it was very well protected by the Germans, and so the British soldiers were cut off and the plan failed. And out of 12,000 British soldiers that were parachuted into the Netherlands, 8,000 were killed, wounded, missing, or taken prisoner. So this is the bridge that they did take, and then next we'll go to Arnhem and we'll see the bridge that was a bridge too far that they couldn't take. This is Nijmegen in the Netherlands.
Unfortunately, this is where I was supposed to start my recording, and my cameraman didn't do a very good job. But suffice it to say, it's an amazing place to visit. It's a great bridge, named the John Frost Bridge now, after the commander of the British forces in the area. And just a reminder that of the 12,000 British paratroopers that were dropped around Arnhem Bridge, 8,000 were killed, wounded, or taken prisoner, and only 4,000 made their way home a little while later in Operation Pegasus.